And that severe weather threat does deepen right back down into the Tampa Bay area for our Sunday. We need to be storm ready and alert out there. Max Defender 8 meteorologist Greg Bennett here. Severe weather outlook for today definitely up for us. We've been under basically a slight threat for severe storm activity.
It's not looking too aggressive for us, but the timing of this as we move further into our Sunday early to mid-morning looks like we could see it off around the nature coast. Some heavier showers or perhaps some isolated storms.
Let's go back towards the storm relative velocity. This is basically going to show you where we could see that rotation in the atmosphere. The green coloration is showing you the winds that are moving towards the actual radar system. The red is going to be the winds moving away. So if we can get that mixing, almost starting to look like a yin-yang symbol, that's where we would see potential tornado development or at least rotation within the atmosphere.
As we take this high pressure system, this ridge, and transfer through the next several days through Friday, well, now it's going to end up around West Wendover and Winnemucca, off around the state of Nevada.
As a skier, you're tucked in, you're smaller, you're much more aerodynamic.
Let's bring you back down into the Gulf of Mexico with our future radar system. This is one of our conservative model tracks that we like to use, and this one is still indicating around 5 p.m. for at least 50% of that eye to be onshore. You know, it felt like we were 30 days in the future, Mel,
yes,
with us getting into like the beginning of May, the 90s out there for us. Well, luckily for us, we're starting to dial it back down as we move further into the evening. Max Defender 8 meteorologist Greg Bennett here, still tracking the shower and thunderstorm activity. So far, not quite reaching off on the other side of Tampa Bay into the Tampa metro itself. 77 degrees, the humidity content is building out there, but Max Defender 8 radar is quite active. You can see the yellows, oranges, and reds, all good indications of looking at some heavier downpours out there, specifically off around the Nature Coast, moving through Hernando County, obviously Citrus County, and trying to make itself known towards Pasco County and the coastal areas. Been a lot of lightning, some heavy downpours, some breezy conditions. Gusts getting up to about 25-30 miles per hour in some of these storm cells. But overall, we have been lucky so far in not issuing any severe thunderstorm warnings. Nonetheless, we still need to be very alert to that situation as we move further into the overnight. So you definitely want to stick to the indoors to the best of your abilities. I wanted to show you what's going on across the bay itself through Pinellas County. Starting to see a few pop up very close to Pinellas Park out there, moving up towards Oldsmar, not quite over towards MacDill Air Force Base, but it's all due to this frontal boundary system that is looking to actually get more stationary moving forward into the early morning time frame of our Monday. In fact, by about 3 o'clock in the morning, really starting to get more impacted across Hillsborough and Pinellas County, moving right through into Polk around Lakeland, and then right on over towards Winter Haven, clear on in towards Orange County. So we're not done with the stronger storms as we move on through the overnight, but it remains even towards the time frame that we're getting up on those roadways for work and school tomorrow. You want to watch out for those wet, slick conditions, lower visibility due to heavy downpours. We'll take a little bit of a break in the early afternoon on Monday, and then back at it again as we move forward into our Tuesday forecast. Now, so far, the severe weather kind of threat is going to be more wind and possibly flooding, more so than hail or tornado development, but those are still not out of the picture. They're just low chances as we move forward in time here. So we all still have to be alert to this frontal boundary system. Now, the good news is by the end of the work week, we do get a high pressure system to roll on through Thursday and Friday, and we'll be looking at some better beach days. But for tomorrow, it's not going to be that great. Anywhere between a 6 and a 6.5. We do see that break in the wet weather during the afternoon on the coast, so that'll be a plus, but we'll be back into the heavy cloud cover out there. Tomorrow, 78 degrees, scattered storms, 8-day forecast, the clear skies Thursday, Friday, the weekend, back to small chances for showers. Marco? Max Defender 8 meteorologist Greg Bennett here. Wanted to start you off with a beautiful sunset out there coming in from Plant City, extreme eastern side of Hillsborough County. Love this with a few clouds in the mix here, but we're actually going to continue to build up that cloud cover as we move forward in time. It was a chilly day today, technically. 71 degrees was our high temperature. The average high this time of year supposed to be around 77. It has everything to do with an area of low pressure and its frontal boundary system that shifted further south, but it's now tracking to more of the eastern side of the state, and it's going to pull through winds like this out of the north and northeast. through the next 24 to about 36 hours or so. So we're going to pull through some chilly conditions out there. 62 degrees right now off around Apollo Beach, and across the area as a whole, we've got a range from the low 70s all the way back down to the low 60s for daytime highs. So there was definitely a chill across the region, easily from 5 degrees all the way up to 10 plus degrees below average. As of now, though, Max Defender 8 radar is actually pretty quiet out there for us in regards to shower activity, but we are still dealing with moisture within the low and mid levels of the atmosphere. We're actually pulling through some mid-level cloud cover, some stratus clouds, and a few higher level cumulus clouds from the wraparound of this low pressure system. This is going to create this kind of northeasterly component with our winds, and what's actually aiding us in picking up the breeze out there is actually high pressure that's trying to make itself known to the interior of the southeast. It's currently going to be moving through the Tennessee River Valley, but we squeeze the air in between these opposite pressure systems, and this is what we call basically a pressure gradient, and that brings in a bit of a gust. Unfortunately, it's coming in from the wrong direction for us, meaning we're pulling in some colder air from up north through the next 24 to 36 hours, i.e. we're going to see a very cold morning tomorrow and a mild or cool afternoon moving forward into our Sunday. So there it is, 74 degrees looking to be our high, but a steady climb in our temperatures. Right back into the t-shirts, the shorts, the flip-flops, the sundresses, easily by Tuesday and then up towards Wednesday and Thursday. Now this is due to one area of low pressure moving on out, high pressure taking over, but another frontal boundary system coming in from the west. This is going to bring in more of a southerly component with our winds. That's where all the warm, moist air is coming out of, and that increases our temperature, but we are also going to start increasing a small opportunity for some showers out there. The beach and boating forecast for tomorrow, it's going to be on the lower side for us, about a 6.5 because of the breeze out of the north and of course the cooler weather, but I'm happy to say it is not going to last long. The 8-day forecast is in 80 degrees on Tuesday. We're into the mid 80s by Thursday, bringing in that shop for shower activity either Friday afternoon or Friday evening, and then even with the passage of the front, we still hold on to the 80s for the next weekend.